You know, this is another installment in the how many times will Jay touch his face during the video. It's a fun game to play. You know, make your guesses, put them in the comments, whatever. No prizes, but just, you know, the satisfaction of knowing you can count. Is that a thing? So yesterday was the eclipse. I almost touched my face. Oh my goodness. And it forced me to come back early. And one of my thrift stores that I normally hit, because I go deliver packages into Hamilton, and then I hit 2 thrift stores in Stony Creek. This is Ontario, Canada. And one of them was closed. The Value Village, which is the equivalent of the Savers in the US, was closed for some reason or other. I'm going to assume for the eclipse. Strange. And I didn't really have time to hit the other, but I did sort of justify my self some time to go to the dump. And for those of you who follow the channel know that my town has what's known as like a recycling area at the dump, which is or a reuse bin as they call it, and it's essentially just a sea crate that people put stuff that's still good that shouldn't really be going to the dump, but they just don't need anymore, and they can put stuff in there, and then you can come along and pick it up for free if you want. And I've gotten quite a few cool things, records, some pieces of furniture, other stuff, Christmas ornaments, all kinds of things. The last couple of times I haven't found too much, and so I didn't even really film until I got in there and saw like 4 or 5 boxes of stuff, and opened them up, and was shocked. I don't deal in video games generally. I like old Nintendo stuff. I still have my Atari 800. That tells you how old I am. That I, you know, occasionally throw up and play Centipede on. For those of you who don't know, that was a game. And yeah, it was generally that's the stuff I still buy, but I don't really go past any of the modern stuff. I tend to stay in vintage land. I define vintage differently from most people. For me, vintage ended in the 90s, and even then I used to argue against it, but that made me realize that, you know what, Jay, you are kind of old. You're over 50 now. So I don't do like Xbox or PlayStations or any of that stuff. I never have. I know there's some value in there, but not a great deal, and you kind of have to really know what you're doing. But when it comes for free, I will pick it up. And yeah, so I got a whole whack of video games, systems, and somebody's DVD collection. And yeah, so I'm gonna tag on here the brief video that I took inside the actual sea crate that they have there, the reuse bin, and then I will show you what I got here back in the store where the lighting's a little bit better in the back room. All right, bye. So here at the dump, and there's a bunch of boxes. Already grabbed some mugs out of here, but there is an Xbox. Don't know if it works. Grab that for sure. And this is, looks like a ton of Xbox games. Yeah, like an absolute ton. Oh my god, so I'm gonna take those for sure. No more what's in here. I'm doing all this with one hand. Let's see. That looks like no idea what that is. That's a lot. Cutlery of some kind. Puzzle. Looks like some kind of TomTom GPS. Something that I would want. That looks like more games, so we're gonna grab that for sure. I got in here PlayStation games, and looks like a PlayStation in there. I'm gonna grab that. Looks like Fisher Price toys. And then a whole thing of DVDs. So, gonna be grabbing all this. So, yeah, I don't know if you can see all those boxes loaded in back there. But yeah, I'm at the dump. You can see there, and then that is the bin over there that I just picked everything out of. So, generally, that's, you know, a whole giant box of DVDs. Excuse my finger over the camera. A whole giant box of DVDs. And looks like an Xbox, giant box Xbox games, and a whole bunch of PlayStation games. So there you go. And I just touched my face again. So if you're playing the how many times does Jay touch his face game, add that one to the list. All right, I guess I'll go over this when I get back home. So this is everything that I got now. I have gone through it, so I know what's in there, but this is essentially how it all came. I'll probably, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this with one hand or not, but I will try. If I have to stop the video, I stop the video and stitch it together, because I've learned how to do that. Took me forever. But, so yeah, I'll start with this box here. This came from another box that had nothing to do with video games or anything like that from the dump. It is a Pyrex. You can see it there. 6-cup. This would have been a coffee percolator originally. There would have been an interior piece. That wasn't there, but people still use these things for just serving coffee in. It's a 6-cupper. I can probably get 20 bucks for it. So, you know, free to $20. That would have been a good find on its own. But this is the rest. Now, DVDs, with exceptions, don't carry a ton of value. But when you get them free, you may as well pick them up. The nice thing about these is I've checked most of them. They are really clean. The only one that sadly isn't is this Rocky box set, which has a tear on it. The discs themselves are immaculate. The cases are usually really good other than that. It is, you know, a mix of like horror and funny stuff. Actually, this person and I probably could have hung out and got along just great, because there's lots of fun things in here. Family Guy, Married with Children, Futurama, Three Stooges. These are all season sets. Degrassi Junior High. Fun fact, I know the character, or the gentleman, who played Snake on Degrassi. We hung out a little bit here and there. I consider him a friend. He probably can't remember me. But yeah, here's some others. Nothing great here. Probably just, most of these I might even donate or just keep. But the sets, when you lot them together, you can bring in some money. So there are 4 sets of Simpsons. You know, 10 bucks a piece, but lot them together as a group, there's 40 bucks. King of the Hill sets, same kind of thing. You can roughly, if you lot them together, get, you know, on just under 10 bucks a piece. But when you lot them in, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seasons in there, probably get 40, 50 bucks right there. So let's see, probably somewhere, you know, conservatively around $200 in DVDs sets right there. Again, keep in mind, free. So we're up to like what did I say for that coffee cup thing? 20 bucks, so $2.20, and that's not including like all these other ones. So, you know, pretty good. And the added bonus is these shouldn't be going to the dump. I mean, they're perfectly good. There's nothing wrong. It's a shame that stuff like this ends up filling up our landfills, because they don't go away. And we only have so much space on this planet. I know it's hard to believe, and people act like we don't, but there's a lot of stuff here that, you know, and it's good that my county, which is a smaller one, has enacted something like this, because, you know, a lot of stuff that sadly still gets put into the dump. I'm going to have to move this down, so I'm going to stop this here and start again when I've moved it. Et voila, like magic, that box is gone. So in this bag, there is a PS2 Slimline. And all the hookups, and I think 5 or 6 controllers in there. Again, not huge money. Tested and working. I think you're looking at around probably 75 bucks. Maybe for all that, maybe a bit more. Again, I haven't tested it, but I'm going to assume it works because it's in nice shape and pretty much everything in here is in nice shape. And then in this bag, we'll move that over here, is an Xbox 360. It's the 250 gigabyte version. That's on the other side. Unplug that so it doesn't get thingy. All the hookups, and 2 of these, what do they call those controllers? Chat pads or whatever. Need a bit of cleaning, a bit of finger grunge on there. That's was the name of one of my bands in the 90s. I'm kidding. I've never been in a band in my life. Yeah, same thing again, like 75 to 100 bucks with all the controllers and headphones and everything. If it works, I'll have to test it. That's the one thing has always had me steering away from, video games, is the whole testing thing. It's a pain in the butt, but when you've got enough stuff, it's probably worth spending a day and just going through it. There's a bunch of cords. They're just like AV hookups, nothing spectacular about that. Forget what's in here. Same thing again, more cords, some extra stuff too. Philips remote, I don't know when I'm going to do that. Probably that will get donated. But yeah, so this was the box that I first opened up and realized, oh wow, this is all video games. And that's what we have here now. I have gone through all of these. There's Xbox, mostly 360s, and some PS2 games. There's 1 or 2 that carry, about $25, $30 value. Most of these, again, are in the sort of like $8 to $10, maybe $15 range. Almost all of them, without exception, have all of their manuals and stuff with them. The discs are really clean. Whoever this was took care of their stuff, which is kind of, good. There's no, like I said, super heavy hitters. Most of and I'm not an expert in this stuff, but I know to look out for like horror games and stuff like that. But there's some pretty cool stuff. Again, how many are in here altogether? 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This makes for great TV. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 38 games in total. Keeping in mind, again, they're free. I'll go through them here just so you can see them. Borderlands. That looks like some sort of platinum hits thing for Saints Row. Vice City. Bioshock. Hitman Absolution. Splinter Cell Conviction. LA Noire. Far Cry 4. It's like an arcade thing here. It's not even. Grand Theft Auto. What is that? 4 and episodes in Liberty City. Mortal Kombat. Rainbow Six Vegas. Call of Duty Black Ops. Stepson used to play that. Mafia. Gun. It's a badass cover. This is actually The Godfather Part 2, but it's from GameStop games, so it doesn't have the proper cover and all the stuff. Sims 3. Borderlands. Grand Theft Auto 5. Call of Duty World at War. Hitman Blood and Money. Omerta. City of Gangsters. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. That's Ghost Recon, but that one is missing some stuff out of it, but the disc is there clean. And Far Cry 5. So that's all the Xbox 360 stuff. Lotted up you know, that's a fair amount of games. I think, you know, put them together into lots of 10 and ask for like 40 bucks, 50 bucks is possible. So I'm going to say there's probably maybe $75 or more there. So what are we saying? 150, 2, 3. We're at like 3 something. I don't know. My math skills were never great. That's why I ended up in this business. But again, free. Okay, and then the rest are all PlayStation. And again, good shape. They all need a little bit of cleaning because they've been sitting in storage somewhere, but no damage whatsoever. We'll go through this. Splinter Cell, Pandora, Tomorrow. Oh, not even paying attention to film. Splinter Cell, Chaos Theory, Godfather the Game, Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, Kingdom Hearts, Scarface game. I did not even know they made a Scarface game. Manhunt 2. I think that one's actually worth a little bit of money, but I can't remember. True Crime Streets LA, State of Emergency, Reservoir Dogs. What is that? Not familiar with that game. 13-8. And SOCOM 2, U.S. Navy SEALs. So, yeah, you know, I think overall, conservatively, there's probably 100, maybe 150 there. I don't know. Like I said, I don't deal with these. I did some quick comp checks on eBay, and basically, yeah, ended up figuring, you know, around 150 in video games. So for a quick stop at the town dump, you know, it's like $400. And that stuff, because I'm 90% sure what happens if that bin gets too packed out, like the C crate that they use, if it gets too packed out that you can't walk into it anymore, I think they just come and take the stuff and actually put it into the dump, which is a shame. So yeah, I try to hit there once a week, and you know, it's kind of good stuff. I don't know. You guys should look into seeing if maybe your local, you know, if your city or town has something similar to that. I think a lot of them do. It's a great place to source stuff because, again, it's free. And free is good. If I learned anything at university, it's that, you know, that's worthwhile. It's the free is good. So, yeah, so that's basically it. If you guys see anything here that I missed that is really good, I'd appreciate it if you could just shoot me a line in the comments there to let me know, and you know, let me know what you think. And I hope you guys are all able to find cool stuff. It's almost here in Southern Ontario. It's almost garage sale season. I'm thinking like this weekend or maybe even the next weekend. I think the first garage sales start popping up, so I'm a little bit excited about that. So, all right. Anyways, hope you all are having a good day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.